welcome everybody to Us Against the Gods. Before we get started today, if you know someone who wants to play in a Geomeric game, I'd love to talk about getting on the wait list. We've got some opportunities coming up really soon, so you want to be on the wait list so we can get you involved sooner rather than later. We do have a TikTok, an Instagram, a Twitch, a YouTube, a Facebook, an Instagram, a Blue Sky, an X account. We're all over the place. If you do watch our stuff, do share it with other people. It does help us out a ton. Spreads the word about what we do and gets more people to be able to play with you guys. We also have a clip contest going on where if you toss a clip or timestamp in the clip contest channel of Discord, you'll be automatically entered to win a prize at the end of the month. We're going to be giving another piece of art away this month, so go ahead and get involved. It's going to be really cool. The more entries you put in, the more chances you have to win. Lastly, this coming Wednesday, I'm going to be part of a podcast here on Twitch. Come hang out. We're going to be involved with Solid 10 D&D. We're going to be involved with Fargrim, a couple other guys. We're going to be just talking shop as GMs. It's going to be a good time. All right, but let's go ahead and get you guys started because it's time to play some D&D. We got so much to cover today as you guys are in the thick of it. All right. Well, you guys are adventuring in the Fey realms of Toivoa. After having freed the Shantara Grove from the grip of the darkness, and it is beginning to be cleansed, you guys have come to the Unseelie Court, where you are facing off against Queen Malthrixia, the Briar-Crowned, also known as Shantara. Now we find you guys in heated combat with her, as you attempt to render her friendly once again. As she's lost her memories, this is where we pick up with the leader of today's initiative, Twilight's Call. What would you like to do, sir?
So I am, since I am in close proximity with her, will attempt to do another Greater Restoration.
You have another spell slot for Greater Restoration, huh?
I do. I've got a 7th level spell slot for that.
Very good. And what is your spell save DC, sir?
My spell save DC is a 19.
Very good.
But I'm not doing a spell save on that.
She's going to try to resist this. And she will use her last legendary resistance to succeed.
I was going to try to teleport her if she didn't.
Very well. Anything else, Twilight's Call is that is your action. And Twilight and Covet have been... I'm sorry?
That is my action. I will now use my hasted action and attack with my rapier.
Very good.
The player is not a swords expert, but the character will want to start applying our non-lethal attempts here soon.
Very good. And the following people have just been granted inspiration. Twilight, Covet, Islarin, and Winkle.
I've got one, or at least I'm showing that I've got one.
We showed that you did not.
Okay.
Yep.
Well,
you have it now.
I appreciate it.
Thank you. I feel so inspired.
Oh, I'm inspired so much, I could even think.
We're clipping that.
Oh my god. That's amazing.
I'm going to make a sound clip of that, and we're just going to use it forever.
That is not the headband of Indalike. That is all Bwinkle.
As you strike her with your hasted action here, this is going to deal a total of 39 damage. Very good.
No, so that flourishes on there twice, so it's 33. It's only 33.
Very good. All right. Any movement you'd like to do?
No, I'm going to stay right there. But I will tell the rest of the group all of our legendary resistances are down. If you do damage, do so non-lethally. We need to restore Chantara.
Very good. Then she is going to use a legendary action at the end of your turn, and we're going to try to curse one of the people in the room. Number 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, is Islarin. Islarin, as we attempt to curse you. Get my curse here. The curse is a DC 24 wisdom saving throw, please. Islarin is cursed. Very good. Then we go to Lord Bwinkle. What would the heir of the plains like to do?
I would like to use that charge on my sword to get away from this woman,
Okay.
so I can go after these other things.
Very good. Anyone, you've also been granted inspiration. Everyone should have inspiration now. All right, so using the charge from your sword to cast the dimension door. Where are we going, sir?
Press the button. Can't hear you, Peach.
How about there?
You can go wherever you'd like. Go up to 500
Yeah,
feet.
Yeah, I need to. Do I need to do a spell?
You broke up.
Says counter spell. Oh no!
Now you
So
had,
I want to.
you had a dimension door stored in the sword, so that allows you to teleport up to 500 feet.
I want to go right there if I can.
Very good.
And I'm using my arrows.
Okay. Please remember that arrows cannot do non-lethal damage.
I know, but I'm not going after her.
Okay, who are we going after? And I made a mistake earlier. Okay. So you're shooting up here at this one? Very good.
Let me get going here.
Yes, sir. And with the 22, you pierce the tree blight, dealing 15 damage. The second time also pierces it, dealing 14. And the third will hit for 13. Very good, sir.
Oh, one more.
With an additional 16 as your 4 arrows thunk, 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 into the tree, it is grievously injured. Anything else, sir?
No, I think that's about as much damage I want to do.
Very good. Ayla Taylor, what would you like to do?
That's a good question. Trying to figure out.
Restore her.
Did you hear?
Restore her.
Yeah, try it.
Okay. Mine's not as strong. No, I can't yet. Not until I.
Go after the trees.
Yeah.
Restore her.
I can't. I've got to get my mana potion out of my backpack.
Which is an action to do.
that.
All right, I'll get the mana potion out of my backpack.
Very good. Would you like to drink it with your bonus action?
Yes, I will drink it with my bonus action.
Very good.
All right, where is it? Here it is. I had one.
And this is where the GM's going to wave his hand and say, "Snake eyes."
No. Uh,
You recover 10 levels of spells. How would you like to break those up? You could do 2 5-level spells. You could do...
I'm going to do 2 5s.
Very good. Restore 2 5th-level spell slots to your character sheet. And unless you're going to move, that's going to be it for you.
No, I'm going to shift. Yeah, that's good right there.
Awesome. Well, at the end of your turn, we are going to try to curse someone in the room 1d6. Number 4. Sorry, that shouldn't be 6, that should be 5. Does everybody have his line cursed? 1d5. Number 2 is going to be Ayla. Ayla, you are cursed. Need you to roll Wisdom saving throw with DC 24, or you will be cursed. You are inside of Islarin's aura, so we're not cursed. Then we go to Queen Malthrixia, the Briar Crown. We're going to start by doing our Witch Strike against all cursed targets. Islarin, you will suffer 15 lightning damage and no longer be cursed. Very good. Then we are going to... Yeah, we're going to attack. And we are going to start... We are going to start... Yeah. We're going to start with our claws. And we're going to claw at either Islarin or Twilight. 1d2. Number 1, Mr. Twilight's Call. As we claw at you, sir. An 18 to strike you.
Does not.
How about a 30?
A 30 does.
As you suffer 20 force damage, your claw tears at your flesh, the spectral after image tearing into you.
Ouch.
She is then going to cast a spell requiring no components. And we are
Is there a verbal portion to this?
requiring no components, no verbal, no somatic, no material. And she is going to target all of you as she uses her daily ability now that she's down to the point she can use this. And she is going to cast Maze on all of you. You remember the maze that we showed you guys at the far end of the room here?
Can I use the counterspell off of the token?
You're going to use counterspell here? Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So, using the token, I need you to do a ability check. Maze is an 8th level spell. You managed to counterspell the mass maze.
But
Very
there
good.
was a reaction.
Well, Twilight is worthless. I mean, worth something.
She looks at you. You infidel.
No, I'm Twilight.
The lair then acts. And down here, we're going to try to wallop an Eowyn. Eowyn. Does a 17 strike you, Eowyn? No. I don't have anyone else. Oh, I do have Ayla in range of this one here. So, we are going to use a Grasping Root. A 28 to grab Ayla Taylor. Ayla, you're going to suffer 7 points of damage as you are grappled and reeled into this creature. Directly out of the aura, which is wondrous. I don't have anyone else that I can grab at, so we'll go to Eowyn's turn. Eowyn, we go to your turn. What would you like to do?
Sorry, I didn't mean to throw that.
What are we doing, anyone? You're lighting up, but I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Thank you.
Okay. Sorry, I'm at my grandma's, so it's all I'm walking.
Ah.
Um,
I'm going to get in trouble by saying we all know how grandma internet works.
yep.
Sad thing is, Ayla's nodding, which is hilarious.
It's if I remember correctly, it's an action to try and get out of this fight,
Correct.
right? I'm gonna do that then. What's the saving roll again?
To escape, it's an athletics or acrobatics check of a DC 15. You escape. As the tendril of the creature slips off, you still have your movement if you want to use it.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I'm gonna move up to here.
Very good. As you leave its reach, it will try to grab a hold of you again. A 13 will miss you. All right.
Good.
End of your turn, we're going to use our Crackling Wave legendary action. I need everyone in the room to make a dexterity saving throw with DC 22 or suffer 24 lightning damage. Ayla does not gain the benefit of Islarin's aura.
Nope,
Oh,
I missed every
nine.
bit of it.
Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna make that.
Okay. So, Twilight, you will succeed thanks to Islarin's aura. Everyone else except for Islarin will suffer 24 lightning damage. Then we will go to Covet von Sin.
Sent you a message, GM, before I
Yes.
proceed. It's just before you cast
Go
that.
ahead. Let's see what happens.
Okay, so Covet will. She looks at her hand, she looks at the shadows, and she remembers something that was stated that was important.
Something that was stated that was what?
You know what I find interesting about Fey bargains, Your Majesty? Everyone remembers the person who failed to keep their word, but nobody remembers to ask whether the bargain was ever meant to be kept.
She turns and
You
glares
promised-
at you.
You promised Angel Sin beauty. You gave it to her. You promised her power. You gave her that too. And in return, you demanded that she eliminate the shadows. All of them. But did you honestly believe that she could do that?
She smiles at you. Does it matter?
It does. Because of course she accepted it. That's what makes it a bargain. She trusted the queen of the Unseelie court to offer her a bargain she could actually fulfill. And you knew better. And you knew the shadows could not simply be erased. You knew that what lived in them. You knew what they represented. And you still promised Angel Sin that she could succeed.
I never promised she
didn't
could
get-
succeed. I told her that was the requirement.
But here's the thing. You didn't give her an impossible task because you believed she could accomplish it. You gave her an impossible task because you knew what would happen when she failed.
Precisely.
Court, council, I know you're here. Look at your queen. She gave Angelson everything she promised, and yet the bargain still failed. The shadows remain. They survived Angelson. They survived the queen. They survived this court. So the question isn't whether Angelson broke her word. Perhaps the question is whether the queen ever intended to give her a bargain that could be kept. I'm sorry, trying to get my brain to go with me at the moment.
You're good. You're good. You're almost there.
It's very almost like producing a bargain, quote unquote, where the queen is lying.
Not your turn. Stop it.
I told you that.
Go ahead. Come it. Go ahead.
We are not here to punish you, the queen, at all for making the bargain. We are here to convince that you can never be trusted to make a bargain in anyone's favor but your own. You can't be trusted with the power of being a queen.
Ooh.
And we are also here to state, I am here to ask whether you deserve to make even another bargain.
You're going to hear laughter from around the room. All of the members of the Unseelie Court are guilty of the same thing. They support this situation. This is how they operate. They naturally give people tasks that they can't complete in order to enslave them.
She's aware, but she actually does a slow turn around, knowing that they can see her, but she may not be able to see them. And she looks at them and says, "What makes you think, Council, that you are any different from Angelson? What makes you think that she will make a bargain with you that seems wonderful and you will be unable to keep it? What makes you think she is going to uphold the current bargains she has with you now?"
She turns to you and smiles. They already know that they're trapped in my bargains.
But you see, Your Majesty, I am not. And I know how to break your bargains.
There's a moment, there's a hit, just a little twitch of the corner of an eye of slight doubt, and then she reestablishes her control over her poker face.
Hold on. I'm thinking, hold on. Again, my brain is working a lot faster. My brain is working a lot faster than my mouth.
Like that comment.
Hold on just a second. I'm having computer issues. Like everything's frozen on my computer. You can hear me, but I can't.
Yes, we can hear you. You're fine. Take your time. It's not like the fate of the entire realm rests on what's happening next.
No pressure.
The lives of millions. Remember, you can get your notebooks and other merchandise over at gmark.com.
So, all right. Think. Okay. Yes, the court knows. The court knows that what you did to Angelson, and they know you gave her beauty. They know that you gave her power, and they know that she failed. None of them care, and that's fine. Because I'm not arguing whether you were cruel, and I'm not arguing whether you're wrong. The thing is you demanded that Angelson remove the shadows. Not some shadows. Not the shadows she could find. All of them. Including a particular shadow. Did you ever define what counted as a shadow?
She smiles at you, Covet. Oh, you want this to be fair. No, Covet. This isn't fair.
Did you define the term? Yes or no?
I told her shadows. That's all she needed to agree.
Then Angelson could never know when she had fulfilled her obligation. Ever.
Precisely.
Did you give her a deadline?
Covet.
Yes, you did. Then you established a condition you knew that could not be satisfied with the time permitted. Did you ever tell Angelson that the shadows could actually be eradicated? Then why did she then you didn't bargain for something she could accomplish. You bargained for something you knew she could never finish.
Precisely.
Deliberately.
Indeed.
A bargain requires two things, a promise and a reasonable understanding of what that promise requires. You gave Angelson the reward. She attempted the task, but the task had no definable end. So tell me, Your Majesty, at what exact moment was Angelson supposed to know when she had won?
She couldn't
She
win.
wasn't.
Dear Covet.
Oh, don't even
realize
try
the
it.
truth.
Oh, you are...
I cheated.
Oh, I am quite aware of that, which also goes into the problem with Angelson because she went in unknowing. With a contract, everyone has to know. All terms have to be laid out. The contract contained an impossible or an undefined condition, meaning the failure cannot reasonably be assigned entirely to the party attempting to fulfill it. I don't need to know that you cheated. I already know that you did. I think that your own words and what you actually did, but not so much what you actually did, it's your actual words that can undo your own power.
She smiles.
And if
You are so right. Which is why I refuse to say anything else.
Of course. But that's okay. Because I'm
You've
not
done really
the
well,
one.
Covet, just for the record.
I'm not the one. Hold on, I'm still thinking. But here's the thing. You can't say anymore because you know that you've already lost. I'm not the one who failed her own bargain and succumbed to modify memory.
Anything else you'd like to do, Covet? Anything else you'd like to say?
So close. I'm so close and I can feel it. I'm so close to this. Ah! Hold on. Okay. So with that 6 seconds that she's got left. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I'm looking for it. I'm looking for it. I'm looking for it. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. It's on this stupid staff. I'm reading something real quick just to make sure. She is going to just stand there she's going to stand there with pride, knowing that she has every word that she has stated has been truth. And it's enough to get the council to begin to think, what else could she be screwing them over with? And she's going to take a potion of supreme healing. $41. Okay. And so that is a potion, and that's... Yeah! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I was hoping that speech would work, but it... She goes to dig in her bag, and she pulls out a very distinct bottle. And that's going to be her action because she knows she has to pull that out carefully.
Very good. Okay.
And that's her action. And she's going to use it on her next action.
Okay. At the end of your turn, we're going to curse someone in the room. 1d6. We're going to attempt to curse Covet Von Sin, which makes sense. And get a wisdom saving throw, Covet, of a DC 24.
I win.
Very good.
She just smiles and says, "That's cute."
It's Lauren Shonazath. What would you like to do?
Slide up to here, both to help like with Twilight and also to get Ayla in the aura, and I'm going to try to strike at the Queen 3 times.
Very good.
What'd you say, Twilight?
Non-lethally, don't kill her.
Of course, non-lethally.
She's still
You
got
get
a
to
lot of
declare-
health.
You get to declare that when they reach 0 hit points. So, not expecting to do that this turn, because
Hallie
That's like
knows,
it.
man.
First strike will deal 13 damage to something else in the room. The 26 is going to deal 19 damage to something else in the room. And the 28 will deal 11 damage to something else in the room. +1. As the queen stands there unharmed by your strikes, Miss Lauren. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
just gonna. Nope, nothing else.
Very good. Then we will attempt to
Keep striking
curse.
until something gets through.
I'm sorry, repeat that?
It's gonna keep striking until something gets through.
Very good.
I don't think I'm getting all these trees down.
We will attempt to curse Eowyn. Eowyn, I need a wisdom saving throw, please. Eowyn is cursed.
You do have advantage because of the channel divinity I used earlier.
Yep. Go ahead and re-roll that, please. Unfortunately, that does mean you are cursed.
Unfortunately, she's consistent.
Yep, he's consistent. Yep.
Very con-
Twilight's Call.
So as as a bonus action, Twilight's going to take this greater mana potion off of his potion belt, and he is going to drink it. He will get back 1 5th level slot.
Okay.
And a 2nd level. And 2 1st level slots.
Okay.
Okay. Make sure that it's down to 0. Alright. As his action, he will yet again attempt to call forth Chantara with the Greater Restoration.
Oh, and she's going to cast a spell. As she attempts to counterspell your snake oil.
Is counterspell a verbal?
It is?
It's somatic only.
Somatic, yep.
I will try to counterspell her counterspell.
Very good. Yeah, there's no zip it on counterspell. So you're going to counterspell her counterspell. Very good. So the counterspell fizzles. The Greater Restoration fires off.
DC
Twilight's
19.
call. Very good. Come on, buddy. You will resist your Greater Restoration.
So I am going to use Silvery Barbs.
Very good.
Let me go ahead and click it and give myself the D20.
With a 13, you will cast Greater Restoration on Queen Malthrixia of the Fae. And as you do so, you'll restore and remove the curse from her. As the curse fades from her, you can see that her presence shifts. The darkness around her begins to dissipate. She begins to brighten in her appearance. As she does so, the darkness around her shifts away and begins to grow around you guys. The queen now stands taller, more radiant than before. As Chantara is restored, the darkness around her expands outwards and grows to reveal the true threat. It forms a great dragon.
Of course it does.
And now we get to do the wonderful thing of adding Chantara's initiative to the list here.
Shadows Whisperer, are you there?
You will not hear anything yet. And then we...
With this appearance of the dragon, I will move to that side, so I should be flanking with my wife.
Yes?
And I will use my hasted action to attack with my rapier.
And with the 29, you will strike the dragon. And you strike the dragon for 20 damage.
Plus radiant.
Plus the radiant damage of
Radiant.
12. A total of 32?
Yes.
All right. Well, you managed to do this before it does its turn. So, yes. You dealt 64 damage because it has not taken its turn yet. Anything else, Twilight?
That is movement, bonus action, and action. But I have this thing. It's called Action Surge. I'm not sure if you're familiar with it.
One more thing, GM.
And as I'm hasted, I will continue to use my rapier for 3 attacks.
Very good. Because it still doesn't have its defensives up and is still vulnerable until it gets to its turn. You will strike, dealing 32 points of damage. Sorry, you only get Master Slayer so much. So
24.
24 damage. Very good.
2. And 19, I'm not sure if that hits.
The 19 will not harm it.
3.
You guys got really lucky on the initiative roll there, for the record. A 25, however, will strike it, dealing 34 points of damage.
Guys, I think we've got a dragon problem. Council, is this a friend of yours, or are you going to join in and eliminate this threat to the Unseelie Court?
There's not going to be any responses from the council.
He may be their pet.
All right.
I think that is all that I can do.
Very good. At the end of your turn, we are going to make a claw attack against the least healthy person within reach.
Poor Winkle.
Winkle has 37 hit points. So, we're going to claw at Winkle. It's a legendary action. Winkle, we will slash you for 15 damage as it becomes your turn.
Oh, joy. I will heal, but not right.
Drink a potion.
Drink a potion. You have them.
Does he
I
have
have
them on
one.
his belt, though?
Unstable.
Yeah, it's on my belt. So I'm going to drink a potion to begin with.
Which potion?
Potion of Healing Supreme. That's all I got.
Okay. A potion of supreme healing will restore 40 hit points to you, Winkle.
Well, I'm getting better.
Slard gains 1 point. And for the record, R.I.P. Diana Ross. All right.
Now I'm going to...
Get another potion.
I only have one.
He's out of potions
Get
now.
one out of...
But I have something else that I can do at the end.
You can come get the one off my potion belt. It's a supreme.
Can I do that?
If you want to go over there and drink his potion, you can do that, but that would be your
Yeah.
action.
But that would also mean that I would open myself up to an attack.
No,
No, you
No.
no, you'd be fine.
You're still within range.
You want to go over there and drink his potion? Do you want to drink 2 potions in the same round?
Yeah, I have.
Line in the script says yes. Go, go. And then you can go to town with all your warrior awesomeness.
All right.
What's that bird doing here?
As Winkle drinks the potion for 43 hit points, hold on for a moment before you apply those. Because you have drank 2 potions in the same turn, I need you to roll 1d100, please, because you are mixing potions.
Oh,
Look at the same thing.
okay. Hold on.
Not that this was intentional for Twilight's Call at all.
No, not at all. Go big or go home, right?
Right? So 1d100. 87. With an 87, both potions work normally. You recover 43 hit points.
Now, I can't do anything else.
Correct, except
Use
for
my
move.
action. Can I use a bonus action?
You did for the first potion.
Your potion.
Okay.
You can action surge if you want to.
Does he have another action surge? I thought he used them
Yes.
already.
No, he's only
No.
used one.
Very
I've got
well.
another one. So I'm going to use it right now.
Okay.
With advantage.
Yeah, with advantage, because I'm right here.
A critical strike from Winkle is going to hit very hard using the Sword of the Spell Drinker. And this is going to deal 44 points of damage because the dragon is still vulnerable.
Do I hit the shift button?
Yes, sir. Again, a
Another
critical
one.
strike, dealing 40 damage from Winkle. A 22 strikes the dragon for 26 damage. And a 30 hits for an additional 24.
That's 4.
Well done, Moose.
As the dragon is now below half health.
Yeah, but weren't they at advantage? Weren't they two?
You get to re-roll the 1, yes.
You get to re-roll one of them.
Because you did all of them with
Give a
advantage
shit
except for
for
1.
Well,
It does both.
when I attack, I get 4 hits.
You did 4 swings, but we want to check for a critical strike on that third one because you didn't roll it with advantage.
Right.
So
We check for crit.
we will add the additional damage there, which would be an additional 20 damage. Very good.
Thank you very much.
All right, Winkle. Anything else? Any more movement? As you stand next to Twilight's Call, the supposed greatest swordsman in the Fey Realms?
No, I
It's
think
aura. It's the aura around him.
I
Overwhelming.
think I'm going to just stay right here.
It's rubbing off on the Moose.
Ooh, don't say that.
That's for later. Only for Ayla.
It's also gross.
The dragon is going to claw at one of the people around him. Number 6 is Covet von Sin. Covet, the dragon's claw reaches out towards you, and with a 22 to slash you.
It misses.
Very good. Ayla Taylor, you are currently bound by the tree next to you. What would you like to do?
What do I have to do to get ungrappled?
It's an athletics or acrobatics check with DC 15. That is your action.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Boy, my trolls have been working today, I don't think. But I can still cast a spell, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
If you don't try to escape. Correct.
If I don't try to escape.
Yes, ma'am.
So if I'm standing here, let me see, how do I want to do this? Yeah, that's what I'll do. Okay, I am going to cast Sacred Flame at my captor.
The tree? Very
Yeah.
good. And the tree will suffer 12 radiant damage.
Yay.
Very good. Anything else, Ayla?
Okay. Yeah, one more. Hang on, I gotta find it.
You cast iron?
That's what I'm gonna do. If I can find it. I'm gonna cast iron.
You can't. It's your action to do the. Oh, you're doing Spirit Guardians?
Spiritual weapon.
Spiritual weapons. Very good. You can do that.
Yeah.
All right.
Spiritual weapon. And it's a cast iron skillet, so I'm casting iron.
Very good. Yes,
So-
ma'am. All
There it
right.
is.
And with 27, you will wallop the tree, dealing 12 force damage to it. Or was this against the dragon?
Mates. I can't help my teammates a whole lot without being able to get a little
Very
closer
good.
to them. So, I
So
gotta
against
get
the
rid of
tree.
this tree.
Got it. Cool. Then we will go to the lair. The trees in the area really don't care. So we are going to wallop Ayla. Ayla, a 12 will not harm you. Shantara herself stands amongst the shadows of this tree. Looking at it, she is going to release 2 radiant bolts of light into it. The first being a 25. She does not have disadvantage because it's a melee or ranged spell attack. So this attack will deal 25 radiant damage to the creature, doubled to 50. The second bolt, get 29 to hit, and deals 40 damage. Shintara looks to all of you and will bolster your defenses. All of you get advantage on your next d20 roll. It's not just defenses, just bolster. So, advantage on your next d20 roll. Eowyn, what would you like to do?
Do I have to attune the Dragon Slayer longsword?
You had already done that.
You already had
I
it.
did.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
thought he
Use your sunblade.
Sunblade's good.
He has a dragon slaying longsword with a dragon next to him.
No, but that takes an hour.
I thought he already
Not
had
if
it.
it's already attuned.
I don't.
I thought he had it attuned. I really did.
I did
like-
too.
Like sessions ago.
Yeah.
He dropped it.
The Dragon Slayer longsword does not require attunement.
Oh, it doesn't require attunement at all.
Okay, then go for it.
Whack a dragon.
Use that then.
With a 29, you are going to strike the dragon, dealing 13 damage. And can I get you to display the text of the dragon slaying longsword, please? Cool. So I need you to hit that 3d6 there from the dragon slaying longsword because that's applied because you're hitting a dragon. All right. So this would be 13 plus 6 for a total of 19 damage, doubled to 38. Very good. Anything else, Eowyn?
How much damage in total?
38. Because it hasn't had its turn yet to enable its defenses. You still have a bonus action and movement if you want to use them.
I'm gonna use Potion of the Supreme Healing.
Very good. Potion of Supreme Healing. You recover 45 hit points. That's going to be important here. Anything else, anyone? Any movement?
No, that's the end of my turn.
All right, we are going to claw at the least healthy person in the area, which is going to be Winkle. Winkle, the dragon tears at your flesh. 25 to deal 11 damage. As we go to Covet von Sin.
Just FYI, looking back at the time and stuff like that, Spirit Shroud should have dropped by now. Before she does anything, she looks at Shantara and says, "What is that?" as she points to the dragon. Where did it come from?
She looks at you, squints. You. Covet. She smiles. This is the Child of Shadows.
He sent the child back.
Either your father lied to us or he was deceived.
18.
With an
Insight.
18,
Hmm.
Knight's Call was lied to. The object in the chest was just a diversion.
She speaks the truth. We know what we need to do to get rid of this thing and to clear the shadows. It makes a lot more sense now, doesn't it? As she kind of peers in between the legs of this thing at Twilight.
Send it back to its mother. Burn it.
Of course. This is the problem. All right, so with that, trying to get on the right screen. She is going to put an empowered hex on the dragon. Not very good, but she'll take it. And because she's flanking, does that count as a regular roll?
Yes.
Okay,
It's disadvantage and advantage. Yes, ma'am.
awesome. Okay, I'm reading something just to make sure that I can still use this. Okay, so she's going to use, seeing this, she's actually going to use her first Eldritch Blast with 1 with Darkness as a straight roll.
Very good. So this would deal 30 damage normally, but will deal 60 damage instead.
Second.
It has 36 hit points. I'm sorry, I made a mistake. It has an AC of 22, so the first hit would have missed.
Okay, the second one doesn't.
Correct. The second one doesn't, and will hit for 32, so 64 damage. Very good.
Okay, third.
Third blast will hit as well, and this will deal 27 damage, doubled to 54. Covet von Sin, please describe it as your Eldritch Blast will send the Dragon of Shadows, the Child of Shadows, the subject of the Lady of Shadows, back to its mother.
When she hits it, she throws this Eldritch Blast, and this stream of green energy, green and purple energy, just fly up and hit this this dragon in the neck, just below where the head attaches. And when that happens, you would expect a normal dragon to fall to the ground, but no, this thing kind of turns into mist.
dissipates before you. And as it does so, the trees around the room go with it.
Yay!
And Shintara stands before you, restored. She looks at the party. Thank you. I owe you for my restoration. Are you ready to return home from this place? This place, the Unseelie Court, is no place for us. We should leave quickly. Stepping out of the shadows. Shadow's whisper will emerge.
Wondered where you were at, Mother.
I was biding my time.
I saw that.
You've done well, children. I think we can take it from here.
Mother, a point of order, if I may.
She nods. Of course.
As we are experiencing a series of transitions, and my lovely bride here, as you well saw during the last interactions, has a way with words. As one position is vacated and another assumed, I might recommend a replacement of my dear bride here.
Do you want to take over as Queen of the Unseelie Court, Covet?
That wasn't what I was suggesting, but I wouldn't be opposed.
Uh-oh.
Covet just stands there and looks at them, and she takes a breath, and
You look at Shintara and she's
she looks
shaking
at
her
them.
head slowly. Don't do it.
She just looks at them incredulously, and she's like, surely you must be kidding me.
Mother, what I was suggesting is that as you assumed the vacuum of power that was the ruler of the Unseelie Court, I was recommending my wife to assume the role that you are vacating.
I didn't know I was vacating anything.
Just as you move from Skriker to potential queen of the Unseelie Court, I thought my wife might assume the role of the next Skriker.
Child. One does not need to abdicate to maintain both positions.
Then might I recommend you teach her your ways so that she becomes more vested in opportunities.
But why? She already has the skills. All it takes is wordplay. There is no magical power behind what I do. She almost got there on her own. Covet. The Skriker is not a title for a magical position. It's an epithet for a person who is good at wordplay. You
The thing is,
are a Skriker.
and she looks at Twilight, and she says, I know I am one. And she looks at Shadow's Whisper. But she's like, what's my train of thought? Hold on. She looks at Twilight and says, my goal wasn't to break what was binding Shantara in all of that speak. My goal was to get the court to doubt her, because reputation, as you know, means much in these realms. If her reputation is weaker, then so is she.
And precisely why Shantara can no longer be queen. She will diminish to simply the archfey she was. And because of that, you have succeeded, my child. You are worthy to be called daughter-in-law.
Inside, she's going, yay, but at the same time, she's doing everything that she's learned of keeping the poker face.
Oh, she performed quite well in that fashion.
She smiles at you. Very well. You should depart before the rest come, and the fight that is about to ensue consumes you.
I will leave you to your games. Lady Shantara, now that you are restored, Queen Titania wishes her friend returned.
And we will go quickly. Will you come with me, or will you stay here? And she holds out her hands.
I wish to tarry no longer in the Unseelie Court. I believe our time here, at the moment, is complete. Mother, until we return.
She reaches out for the hands of everyone here. Does everyone take a hold?
Before Covet does, she looks at Twilight and says, we will come back for Shantara Grove, right?
We're heading back to Shantara Grove.
Are we? Or are
Yes.
we going to the or are we going to the Unseelie Court?
I'm heading back to Shantara Grove.
We must make appearance, and then we will return to the Grove. Politics. Young call.
It's not
Come first.
as you remember.
All right. Is anyone going to stay here at the Unseelie Court?
Nah, the wife's going. I gotta go. You know how that is.
Yeah. But
Twilight takes Covet's hand.
it's Lauren takes her hand. Eowyn takes her hand. Okay. I was curious if Eowyn was going to stay. All right. Because if anyone of this party was going to do it, it was going to be Eowyn.
Lord of the Flames, burn it all down.
Well, with a swirl of flowers and wind, a portal will wrap around you guys, and Shadow's Whisper will wave at you, and you will appear instead here in Queen Titania's court. And as you arrive, there's an inhalation from the Unseelie Court. And then cheers and applause from the entirety of the congregation here. As you arrive, Queen Titania smiles and leaps from her throne and rushes forward to give Shantara a hug. As she turns to the rest of the party, you've succeeded. Thank you so much for bringing my friend back. We are in your debt. You are friends of the Fae. And mine. Is there anything that we can do to help you?
My lady, this journey has been long and arduous and full of trials, tribulations, agreements, bargains, and other dealings. But we have returned successful. The grove has been cleansed, the new world tree has taken root, Shantara has been restored as agreed upon, and now it is a time of rebuilding. It is a time of new growth. It is a time of restoration. And I look forward to what may lie yet beyond. But with every agreement, I must honor the commitments of those that participated in this last campaign. And I seek assistance to meet those agreements.
And speak it. What assistance do you require?
It is the rebuilding of Shantara, the reestablishment of what it once was, and the continued proliferation of its expertise. It is the benefits to the Protectorate, the accolades to the Urshada Shaddai, the appreciation of the Cariol Isles, and all those that contributed to this campaign. It's the recognition of their embassies and the safe passage of those that wish to transit between the realms as we seek to reestablish ourselves in the interactions to come. And I appreciate your patronage that has enabled thus far.
Thank you for the kind words. We are seeking to separate ourselves from the material plane more and more, but we will acknowledge and abide by the agreements you have made.
While the conflict is yet complete, there is much to be done.
Indeed.
Unless there are other requirements here at the court. My lady, my friends, and I believe we will take our leave.
You are welcome whenever you wish to return. And if you do, you will be welcome to stay for as long as you like.
I do wish recognition for those that contributed to this glorious moment. Because if without those that stand beside me, Shantara herself would not have been restored.
Then we will recognize them. We will give you titles. Savior of the Fae. Savior of Shantara. So shall you be known. Winkle of the Plains. Savior of Shantara. Islarin Shonazath. The Savior of Shantara. Eowyn LaFay. Savior of Shantara. Ayla Taylor, the Savior of Shantara. Bwink, Covet von Sin, Call, Savior of Shantara. And Twilight's Call, Hero of Shantara. You are all our friends. Now, go. Be at peace And may your travels be as fruitful as you want them to be. Shintara will go in for another hug, and with a gentle smile, will nod her head. I'll return soon. We have much to take care of. Titania will smile, giving her a hug back. Then go, my friend, and we look forward to seeing what the Grove and the new Lord of the Grove can do. We acknowledge Twilight's call as the master of Shintara's Grove.
Twilight bows and then proceeds to exit the court.
Shintara looks at you. Where are you going? Are you going to go the long way?
Do you wish to see the grove yet again?
She smiles. We have a lot of work to do. She holds out her hand for you, Twilight.
Twilight will take it and then offer his hand to his wife and the party.
Covet, do you take his hand?
I will take his hand and tell the party we have come here together. We will head back to Shantara together.
Does anyone take Covet's hand?
Take Covet's hand.
Does anyone take
Yeah.
Islarin's hand?
Yeah, I do.
Ayla does? Who takes Ayla's hand?
I do.
Eowyn, are you going to take Winkle's hand?
If you think about it, technically he has a hoof. So
Technically, he
yeah,
has a
yes, I
hoof.
will.
Why are you grabbing his foot?
As you grab a hold of his hand, you guys will teleport to the Shantara Grove. In a swirl of magical energy, you guys will arrive here. Shantara looks at all of you in turn. You have done well, my friends. You have succeeded where hope was lost. And now we have a home once again to rebuild and expand on. She turns towards the grove. There's a lot of work to be done.
Do realize that there's a new world tree that has taken root with a familiar presence inside.
I can hear him in my head. This is going to be interesting. Well, it's good to be home. And as you
Now
guys
what?
set off into the grove, we're going to go ahead and do a bit of epilogue here. So, here we go. Over the next several months, Twilight's Call and Shantara will rebuild an establishment of light within the Shantara Grove. Some buildings will be rebuilt, contractors will come in and help out, and the place will become a settlement once again on its way towards glory. Twilight, are there any developments regarding the Shantara Grove itself over the next couple months that you would want to have happen?
So it will be all of the refugees, those that were escaped out of the grove once the shadows encroached. So the return of those, the return of the artisans, the return of the crafters, and the utilizing of the grove as a crossroads between the planes, as this becomes the trade avenue through the embassies of those that are on the material plane to the grove itself, and leveraging them and their capabilities and their expertise in the reestablishment of the capabilities of the grove itself.
Okay. Cool. Covet, as the Lady of Shintara, are there any modifications you do to the area?
Well, she would definitely make sure that um the those that are not looked after, those that are usually um the refugees, she promised the refugees that she would um help them reestablish themselves in Shintaro when they came back. She would make sure that um make sure that everyone who is building, buildings and things like that, that they would have the food, make sure that the orphanages are taken care of, make sure that um the widows and those that would have more of a hard time in this area would be taken care of. Um, just following up on that. But also she would want to make sure that all contracts are taken a look at and become um make sure that they are fair and just, and if there is a loophole where it is to where somebody is becoming injured and there's a loophole, she could potentially break it, but she doesn't let that out too much.
Very good. Cool. And the rest of you who are not native to the Shintara Grove, is there anything you guys would do here?
I think Miss Lauren would stay long enough to make sure that things are looking stable here, that progress is starting to be made, and that uh, she'll make sure to reserve a site for where the embassy will be. But one it won't be long before she will prepare to go home.
Very good. Anyone, anything you do here at Shintara's Grove?
I'm going to make sure that there is a place set aside for an active market, because that's part of what my people wanted,
Sure.
was a place of trade and sharing. And so I'll make sure that the contracts for its construction are clear, and that that will be taken care of as time goes on. Um, so I think that's what I would do for the Grove. Also, besides helping Covet with anything that she might need as far as taking care of the widows and the orphans, because I can supply food and all of that kind of stuff.
And all the refugees that
Yeah.
I had promised.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Winkle, anything you do in the area?
I would do my normal Winkle stuff. I would
Eating?
walk into Twilight's house,
Yep.
and I would be carrying a cradle. I would put it down and walk away.
Okay.
Winkle, are you going to move your tribe here, or are you going to take the Lady of Shadows off her on the material plane?
I haven't decided yet. I need to know what my father wants to do. I personally
Your
it will
mother,
not be.
mother.
Yeah. I will not personally be comfortable living around the moose chucks.
Yeah, but they've become. Yeah, but they've become really good.
I understand that.
Moose chunks are friends, not enemies.
Well, it could be solved if I would move back to where Ayla comes from and get 40 acres and grow mooseberries.
May your fields be plowed and fruitful.
Speaking of,
Yes.
you're bearing fruit quite well.
Thank you very much.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Twilight will just slap Winkle on the back. Congratulations.
No, I have to behave.
I kept it a secret. I kept it a secret. Yeah, you're gonna be a Papa Moose.
No, I'm not going to faint, but
Covet goes and gets the cradle that he put in their house and says, I think you need it more than us right now.
I will say one thing. I'm glad moose are not born with their antlers.
Ooh.
Wow.
I did not want to think about that.
All right.
They'll be rewarded with their rack later.
So, Eowyn, is there anything you do here in Shintara's Grove?
Nothing in particular, just helping out however I can.
Very good. Cool. So we are going to then go ahead and explore a little bit of what happens to the rest of the party. Twilight and Covet are going to primarily be staying here at the Grove for the time being, correct?
As a primary base of operations, yes, absolutely. However, should need arise from our friends, compatriots, may I say, bloodless family, we would respond accordingly if the need arise.
I wouldn't say bloodless family. I would say
That's a
chosen
different campaign.
family. Yeah, chosen family.
Well, non-blood related family members.
Found family.
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
That works.
So if Eowyn just happened to need a removal of a certain someone that was preventing his ability to assume a role of leadership from a organization
killing
that
him.
might have a cloak that had a blue color in nature, then Twilight would lend assistance.
I volunteer.
No one's killing him.
Oh.
I didn't say killing.
I'll just sit on it.
Application of potential effects, impacts, or other conditions.
Well,
I think leadership should be earned fair and square.
Of
Spinner.
course, through a demonstration of his incompetence because he was feeble-minded.
Twilight.
I could do that. Easy. Just need a subtle spell. Subtle spell casting spell.
well,
Oh, Eowyn, are you going to challenge Basil to a position of leadership? I do want to watch this.
You know, I think I'm just gonna spend at least the first day resting for a little bit once I'm back home. It's been a lot.
Of course, there's going to be an accident that occurs. Say no more. I understand all.
No.
Covet, do you have a spell that turns things into a pillow?
To a pillow?
Yeah.
No, I don't. Well, wait, hold on. Let me think about that. I can make a flower, like, I could make a flower, like, a dandelion bloom, and it turns, like, into, if I make them really big, it could, grow really well, and, make it grow really big. It could turn into a pillow. Would that work?
Well, I was wondering, could you turn a person into a pillow?
Oh, no, I'm not that cool. I would talk to Judith, though. Judith's intricacies and oddities. She might be able to do stuff like that.
So, because we returned the true child of shadows, as opposed to what my father was duped into believing, do we get our shadows back, or are we going to stay shadeless?
Over the next couple days, you will find that your shadows have returned.
Oh, you don't
Oh,
actually have to go
yay.
back to get. That's cool.
Right. That's bad. That's
She
great.
fulfilled her side of the bargain without you guys having to interact with her.
So we need to remove the shadeless feat?
No, you guys can gain the benefits of it regardless.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That's really cool.
So that's when we're going to go ahead and do a bit of fun stuff. Cool? We're going to go ahead and say this is the end of the Us Against the Gods campaign. And we are going to do some resolution stuff here. So, here we go.
What is that?
Well done. That's cool.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
So, we are going to do some boons here. Thank
That looks amazing.
you.
Oh my god.
Worked hard on this one. Now, regarding the situation at hand, the Shantara Grove will be restored as the deals have been enacted, and we've established that people returned home to a variety of situations. We're going to go through the list here and discover exactly what the boons are going to be, and we're going to do this in reverse attendance order. So, we're going to go with Winkle. If you had to ask me, the GM, for something to happen to the world, to Bwinkle in general, to the universe of Toivoa or the Fey Realms, what could we grant as far as story stuff goes? What boon could we do? And you can be as grand or as small as you want.
I would like a place for my people to live peacefully.
Very good. The Musatars will be granted a safe place on the plains and mountains of the Fey Realms where they can be at peace with the Moose Chucks. And the lasting peace between the Moose Chucks and the Musatars will last for 1,000 years.
That sounds like a good ending.
Very good. The next person to have joined this campaign was Ayla. Ayla, what could I do for the world at your request?
I think what I would like to see is open trade between the material plane and the Fey realm, but it all has to go through Shantara. And because it can be controlled there as to what kinds of things go through and what kinds of things are not allowed to go through. And I think that's the best way to do that, because there would be those who would try to shove underhanded things through. And I think it should all go through Shantara so it can be monitored.
Okay. So we want there to be trade between the material planes and the Fey realms, but going through Shantara's Grove.
Right.
Very
so that
good.
it can be controlled.
Okay.
Is the Carriel Isles the foundation of that trade?
I think that that's where that
Yeah.
needs to be, and it needs to be that one point of interest as opposed to open trade to everyone, because otherwise we're
Right.
going to cause a lot of problems.
So
Right.
while there's lots of embassies, the actual transition point is through the Carriel Isles.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's probably the best idea. And that
Okay.
should help strengthen the Carriel Isles as well
Oh yeah.
with their pirate problem. So I'm
Absolutely.
thinking that's gonna kill quite a few birds with one stone.
Awesome. Done. There will be some Fey influence in the Curial Isles as well, because of course there has to be. I think that is an ideal situation. Granted. Then the next person who joined was Eowyn. Eowyn, what can we do to the world on your behalf? Do you want to become the leader of the Blue Cloaks in Nausha?
Awen does, and what he would like for the world is more encouragement for young people to follow their true dreams, and less stricter programs for young knights.
Interesting. So would Eowyn open the Blue Cloaks to training young people?
Yes,
Okay, cool. Do they take them in as a education, like a boarding school type thing?
education, yes, but not a boarding school. He doesn't want to be too harsh or scare them away.
Okay.
He
So
wants
more
to
of
give
a
them a
school.
fair chance.
Okay, so give them a fair chance. Awesome. Now,
Player mentor mentee relationship.
as a question, would Eowyn lead the school, or is he going to assign someone specific to lead the school for him? Are you going to make Ronaldus Basil become a school teacher?
No.
Okay. Are you going to, is Eowyn going to become the principal of this school?
He will oversee most of it until he can find someone trustworthy to take over.
Very good. Now, I know that the player has history with Ronaldus Basil, and I have to ask the question, what's going to happen to Ronaldus Basil? Because we're going to give you some agency here to control his future.
I could be mean here, but
Oh, come on.
Do what you want.
no,
Do it.
he'll retire and be able to spend future on vacation for the most part, basically.
Okay. Ronaldus Basil will retire And what I'm hearing is Eowyn will become the leader of the Blue Cloaks. Is that what I'm hearing?
It is.
A well-deserved promotion.
I know I can be mean and that everyone wants me to, but he's basically just some guy at the end of the day. I feel like he deserves the retirement.
Very good. Ronaldus Basil, the former leader of the Blue Cloaks, will retire with his wife and simply become the financier of the Blue Cloaks. He'll be giving the Blue Cloaks
Very-
money and supporting them financially, while Eowyn now leads the Blue Cloaks going forward.
Did he have mistresses?
No, he has a wife.
Very good.
And add a character.
Yeah.
Now with this, I do want to retire Eowyn as my own character, so he may become an NPC.
Very good. I was going to ask that at the end of the campaign here, but yes. All right. The next person to join the campaign was Twilight's Call. Twilight, what boon can we give?
So, because of what happened to his father and the establishment of the World Tree and the subjugation of Thalia, yes, he assumes the mantle of Lord of Chantara Grove, but he also wants that balance between light and shadow. And while there is Chantara and everything that she stands for as the Archfey, I still think that Twilight's Call will still pursue the Archfey of Shadows requirement.
Is he going to pursue becoming the Archfey of Shadows?
Without losing himself, or at least relying on Covet to maintain a semblance of what he is and was, without succumbing to it.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. Very good. And I have to ask, will you accept Thalia as your loyal sidekick for this?
Sidekick is a little bit higher of a term than I was considering. I was more along the lines of executor or thrall or means of implementation of will and desire,
Very
not
well.
necessarily sidekick.
Very good.
A subservient role,
Okay.
not a partnership,
Very good.
but always below that of the partnership that I have with Covet.
Of course. Very good. Twilight will become, if not the Archfey, very close to the Archfey of Shadows, because there is some darkness there that is potentially corruptive that Covet's going to have to keep you in line with.
Right.
Very good. A powerful Shadowmancer, yes?
Yes.
All right. Then we go to the next person who joined the campaign. Covet von Sin Call. What can we do?
Oh boy. So for me, I would love to see her. I would like to see her become something like the Lady of the In-Between. She's not an Archfey, not a goddess or anything like that, because it's something that would be uniquely born for her just because because of everything she's been through. She's no longer anybody's puppet or pawn. She's anymore because she's off leash. Um, there is no leash. She's completely free of pacts and ownership and fey obligation, except for um the marriage to Twilight, because that's something she actually chose for herself. But what she ultimately I would like for her to be is the guardian of boundaries between worlds. So where Ayla has that entry point to the Fey realms at the Cariel Isles, Covet will be there to protect those entry points into the Fey realms through Shantara Grove.
Very well.
Hold on. So it's like it would be more on agency and magical contracts and thresholds and the ability to choose her own fate rather than just making her more powerful, because she is powerful in her own right. She's powerful because she's got a name, but with Twilight's Call and the Lady of Shantara Grove, but she would be there to protect that entry point between the Fey realms and the material plane.
Awesome. Very cool. The Guardian of the Plains is what I'm hearing.
The antithesis of Islauren. A nod.
Very good. Then we go to the first person, the only remaining person in the party from the original 6 who joined. The only survivor of the near TPK that started this group. It's Lauren Shonozath. What can we do for Miss Lauren?
A lot of what can be done for Lauren has already been done. The ambassador represents her people. Be confident in her ability to protect others from the dangers that threaten us from beyond our world. She has allies to reach out to, people who can provide information or assistance, point her in the right direction. So once everything is on its way in the Chintara Grove, he's going to go home. He's going to reunite with Rolmos. He's going to tour the islands with him because she has a lot of work to do to understand everything that's going on within the Protectorate and what needs to be done there. She will spend her time convincing the tribunal and convincing convincing the isolationist factions within the Protectorate to let her really formalize these connections and expand on them. And so rather than changing the world, I'd like for her to have developed more of the skills to reflect everything she's been through on her journey. And I'd like to be able to take the skill expert beat on her.
Very well. And would she become a member of the Triumvirate?
If she were asked to, yes, but it would not be something she seeks out on her own. She would, I think having the capacity to travel and meet with other nations is appealing to her as ambassador.
So she likes the ambassador
But-
role. Very good.
Yeah, she does.
Awesome. Granted. And with that, we are going to wrap up the Us Against the Gods campaign. Congratulations. You guys have done amazingly well. We're going to tie up a few loose threads here. Just because they have to be tied up. The Child of Shadows returned to the Lady of Shadows in Ochakvuk, where over the next several years, it will be rehabilitated, reformed, and placed in her power. We're going to pull up the map so we can check mark a whole bunch of things here for you guys. So that's down here in Ochakvuk. Up in Nausea, a school will be developed for the Blue Cloaks. Eowyn, if you'd like to give me a name of the school or would like to write something up about it, we will incorporate that into that lore. Cool?
Yeah, I'll try and work on it sometime next month,
Very good.
if that's okay.
That's perfectly fine. Send it to me when you've got it. Your presence in Shu, while impactful, was more impactful than you understand, as the House of Flowers' presence in Shu has increased due to the traitors having been eliminated. Their influence in Shu will have grown thanks to Eowyn's actions in the area. Mr. Bluebonnet Verm in Nausea has greater influence now thanks to the actions Eowyn took. Down in Cordray Gruel, shipping has opened up again, thanks to the fact that the dock bandits who had been terrorizing the area were eliminated, and shipping now travels from Cordray Gruel all the way to Asdi Ra, as the first ship left just a few weeks ago. Down in the Cariol Isles, trade will open up as a communication system and teleportation system through a portal is finally regulated by Covet von Sin and by the government of the Cariol Isles. The Cariol Isles will thrive as an economic and trade hub throughout the area, while they maintain secrecy about the portal, because they don't want anyone attacking the Cariol Isles trying to gain access to the Fey Realms. Cheddar Shaddai? Go ahead.
Makes Covet's job a little easier, too.
Indeed. Cheddar Shaddai thrives as the area has been stabilized. The Batim are unified due to the conspiracies in the area having been alleviated for a period of time. Off in the wilds of Corlin, people live their lives, oblivious to the passage of the people who took their mounts. However, the mounts did return safely and are fine. Way off in the Dragon's Horn, drama continues as the dragons continue to have issues amongst themselves. And up in the Shinoza Protectorate, the islands have a new ambassador who they find understanding and open to their feedback. The Shinoza Protectorate will grow in power and be more unified, but not necessarily expansionist, as they work to solidify that which they already have. In the Fey Realms, the Shintara Grove will expand and be healed. Over time, trade will grow and life will resume as normal. And on the plains of Shintara's, on the plains of the Fey Realm, I should say, there will be a joyous trumpeting 9 months later among the wigwams of the Moose Chucks as the birth of a new heir to the plains is announced. And that's where we're going to end for today, guys. That's where we're going to end the campaign.
There's a couple of outstanding questions that are out.
We will gladly answer those. What are the questions?
Now that fear is no longer in the mountain, what
I ate it.
happens in Australia?
Ooh, fear is still in the mountain. There are many fears.
I ate one. It was a snack.
Whatever happens to Eowyn's bride?
Aaron's
does.
bride lives.
He's alive?
She's alive and will eventually find her way to Nausea and meet with him.
I've been
As
grieving over.
That's neat.
she lived through the process. She survived the poison thanks to having taken an antitoxin during the tea ceremony that Eowyn allowed her to participate in.
So the other ones died. Dang it.
Everyone else died. She lived because of Eowyn's kindness. She took the toxin. She fell asleep, but she got better.
And then there was the shadow encroachment into the dark frost. What happened with the cleansing of the groves and the influence into the dark frost?
Shadows don't just go away. They have to go somewhere, Twilight. And so instead of simply disappearing, the dark frost is empowered. Look for Dark Frost 2 in the not too distant future. So, any other questions I can answer for you guys?
Can when she finds her way back to Eowyn, can they get to know each other better?
Yes. Over time, they can get to know each other better.
Is there a chance they might actually like each other outside of that?
I'm sorry, repeat that?
Is there a chance they might like each other?
Yes, she respects Eowyn immensely and appreciates his kindness in what he did, fulfilling his duty, and yet at the same time managing to find what she refers to as a third option. So, because of that, she goes across the entirety of Shu and across the ocean to find you. She does tons of research and finds the Blue Cloaks and will arrive after the school is established. And she will meet you at a restaurant where garlic bread is served. And you guys can sit down and get to know each other once again. And instead of being forced into a relationship, she is going to take her time and get to know you here as Giancarlos's.
He taught me to cook with love.
I have a question.
Yes.
What does Rafinas think of all of this?
Oh, she gets Twilight's new book.
Twilight will give her will send a book through to the Curial Isles, which will eventually be delivered to Rafinas. However, Rafinas is very distracted with her boyfriend, Sason, a paladin.
That's hilarious.
What?
Who
A
has
paladin?
distracted her from being quite so insidious and has reformed her to be a bit more of a good girl.
There's so many ways of being called a good girl.
And you can go ahead and embrace all of those in her lore.
Yeah.
Damn paladins corrupting bards and rogues.
I have no idea
Don't
what you're
complain
talking about.
too much.
All right. Well, as we complete this campaign that was based on the Odyssey.
I thought so. Oh my god, that's so cool. Yeah.
That's where we're going to end for today. And I'm going to ask that we discuss what comes next after I go ahead and end the recording here. As always, guys, thank you so much for choosing me to be your GM. There's tons of amazing GMs out there, and I'm always, always, always thankful you choose me to be yours. We will not be back next week, as we're going to discuss what comes next. We're going to do that off the air here. But we will go ahead and end the recording here. We're going to send off our viewers. Guys, thank you so much for coming and hanging out. I hope you've enjoyed the adventure. We'll be back this evening for the Rift Wardens as they go and head towards the community of Azuris to see what goes on there and if they can rescue some people from experimentation. Good day, everyone. Be safe. For those on Twitch, thanks for coming and hanging out. We are raiding someone, so stick around for a few moments so that we can raid with as many people as possible. Good day.